Chapter 4 of the Epistle of James strikes a sharp and urgent tone, confronting the inner conflicts that give rise to outward strife. James exposes the root of quarrels and fights not as external forces, but as internal desires, selfish cravings that wage war within the human heart. These desires, when left unchecked, spill out into envy, resentment, and even violence. It's a sobering reflection. The true battleground of conflict lies not in circumstances, but in the unchecked passions that drive people to seek their own gain at the expense of others. James then addresses the failure of prayer, not because God is unresponsive, but because people ask with wrong motives, seeking to satisfy their own pleasures rather than align with God's will. This misalignment leads him to use harsh but purposeful language, calling such behavior spiritual adultery. Friendship with the world, James warns, is enmity with God. This isn't a condemnation of the world itself, but of a mindset that chases status, power, and self-interest, all of which conflict with the values of humility and dependence on God. Yet even in his rebuke, James offers grace. He reminds his readers that God longs to draw near to the humble, that divine grace is always available to those who resist pride. The way forward, he insists, is through submission, through drawing near to God, purifying one's heart, and grieving over sin with genuine repentance. The call is not merely to change behavior, but to be transformed inwardly, to let go of arrogance and return to a posture of reverence and dependence. As the chapter continues, James warns against the sin of judgment. Speaking evil of another or positioning oneself as judge is, in essence, assuming the role of God. There is only one true lawgiver and judge, and human beings are not meant to stand in that place. The theme of humility deepens here, urging believers to speak and act with an awareness of their limitations and accountability before God. Finally, James turns to the illusion of control. He confronts the arrogance of those who make bold plans without acknowledging the fragility of life. Life, he says, is like a mist, brief and uncertain. Instead of confidently declaring what they will do, people should live with the mindset that everything depends on God's will. This is not a call to fatalism, but to humility, recognizing the limits of human foresight and the need to live wisely and dependently. In all, James chapter 4 is a call to humility and urges a return to God through honesty, submission, and grace. It is a chapter that challenges pride at every turn, while offering the hope of transformation for those who choose the path of repentance and trust.